Hey guys, and welcome to a brand new video to the channel. Welcome to another money making method. We're going to delve into this Herblore money making method, which can really pay off because of the price of the Herblore secondaries we're going to use. So in this video, we're going to be covering two potions. So the first one is going to be the Super Sara Brew. Now this is going to be the upgrade on the standard Sara Brew, which is going to require a wine of Saradomin. So what we're going to do first, as we always do with things like potions stuff, I want to prove to you guys that these methods are going to make some money. We're just going to go and check margins to make sure things are correct. And then we'll go and try it out with a sort of sample size, maybe of about 100 potions for both of these potions. So what we need for a Super Sara Brew is simply just a Saradomin brew, 3 dose, and a wine of Sara to upgrade it. So to make a Super Sara Brew, you're going to need level 93 Herblore to do this. And the Sara Brew is actually above mid a little bit. So that's 1.4k over mid. So maybe that could be a really good way to make some money. But it also seems to have quite a big margin as well. So as always, I would recommend you guys to buy this at 5.1k just to save yourself a little bit more cash. Now, whenever I do methods like this or money making methods, I always go off the instant buys. And that means I'm buying the items for the most expensive price, which hopefully means then that when you guys want to do it, you'll save a little bit more money because you'll buy them at cheaper prices anyway. But we can instantly save 1.3k on the brew and then also about 600 coins there. So per potion, you can save 2,000 coins if you buy them slowly over time, rather than instant buy them like I do. Now, for the benefit of this video, I'm going to work off a Sara Brew being 6.5k and then also the wine of Sara to be 37,000 coins. So we're going to roughly go for a price of 43.5k for this potion. Now, don't be alarmed if we go and price check the Sara Brew and it's actually going to sell at a loss. This is kind of how Herblore works nowadays, is that with the extra potions you make and with the potion secondaries you save, that is sometimes your profit. And with this Super Sara Brew, the wine of Sara being 36k is quite a hefty price for a secondary, and that's going to be a little bit of where our profit's going to be as well. Now, the Super Sara Brew, we have two things. We can turn it into a flask as a 6 dose afterwards, which again, we'll go and check the price for that. And we also have the standard 3 dose, which we can also check. Now, the good thing here is that this is not bought for this price, but I imagine it's just low volume and just the time of day I'm trying to buy it. So what I'll try and do is just try and instant buy it for a certain price, and then we'll see if we can sell it afterwards. So if we just keep wrapping it up, there will be something selling on the Grand Exchange, but as you can see here, this is low volume, which we talk about quite a lot on the channel. Don't be worried about it. Don't be like buy into the fact that it's not bought or anything. It's probably just a case of there is no volume on the Grand Exchange. So what I'm actually going to do is just buy the samples for this video. Anyway, we're going to do 100 of these brews, just to show you guys the kind of profit we're going to make. So if I buy 101, we can make one potion, instant sell it on the Grand Exchange, and then we can also go forward with that as well. So if we go and buy 101 brews for that price, and then we can just go and grab them out afterwards. Now, the good thing is with the Super Sara Brews or the Super Sara Brew like resources is that it doesn't seem that you're capped on the Grand Exchange. Extremes, you can only do 1,000 per hour, which can be a little bit annoying because you can make more than the 1,000 per hour. So if we just go and throw that on to make the Super Sara Brew, we can have a rough guess of what it's going to instant sell for, so that'll give us an idea on the price. So if we throw that in, so that's sold for 43,000 coins, which is going to be above the mid price. So really, in terms of a 3 dose, we're going to break even. There's also the possibility as well, because there's very limited volume on the Grand Exchange, we can actually sell them for a profit, which I'll probably do at the end of this video, and then let you guys know in the comments if they do manage to sell. So that is really nice. And then the only other thing I want to check as well is a Super Saradomin brew flask in a 6 dose to see what kind of price that's going to sell for as well. Because sometimes you can make more money converting into a 6 dose or whatever and go from there. But it seems that maybe for this time, it's going to be the 4 dose which works. But especially when making this kind of potion, the Super Saradomin brew, always check the price of a 6 dose because you can make a lot more money with it as well. If we worked off 43,000 coins, we're going to be 86k. I just think Potion Flask is just going to make it to a point where it's just semi-profitable or not really worthwhile doing. But that's an option anyway. That's something to definitely check out. Now, the other potion which we're going to check is going to be the Aggression Potion. So the Aggression Potion is one of those potions which has such a low level to actually do it. You only need level 82 Herblore to do it. And the profit you can get from it is pretty insane. And that's mainly because the secondary for this is going to be a Searing Ashes. So very similar to the price of a wine, this is going to be around 50k. And with the Dungeoneering Scroll and having the ability to save this, and 10% is the amount you're going to save, if you're going to do something like 1,000 potions, you can just save 5 mil just out of the Searing Ashes. And that's without the extra potions you're going to make, or the potion actually being profitable to make full stop. Now, to make this, you're going to need a Bloodweed Potion, which if we just go and quickly check what price it's going to sell for, 9.5k means it's under mid-price actually, so these seem to be relatively cheap for the price. And in terms of the margin, we're going to be looking at a price of 9,000 coins, which is actually quite low under the margin and definitely something we'll have a look at as well. Now, the Syrian Ash, I didn't actually go and price check. So if we go and look at the margins and stuff, like I mentioned before, I'll buy it for the instant prices. But you could save 2.5k on your Syrian Ashes, and you can also save 500 GP on Bloodweed Potion. You can actually pretty much make a fair bit more if you just go and buy things slowly. And that's my one goal for this year, is to encourage you guys to slow buy your supplies and make even more money. Now, we have got all the supplies bought. We've seen the margins are pretty decent. I just need to go and buy an aggression potion to see where that potion is going to be in terms of cost and prices. So that is bought for 54,000 coins. So we're going to roughly be about 5.5k in the negative. But let's go and try this 100 sample and see if we can go and make some profit out of it as well. And from previous uses of especially the aggression potions, the ability to make extra potions and to save potions as well, and save for secondary, really does rack up over time. Now, as always, because we're going to be doing Herblore, I need to give you guys a quick talk about the Herblore items, which are going to make you more GP in the long run. We're going to go and do this on World 84 at 4 from 3 and use a portable well. The portable well has a chance of making 10% extra potions. Along with that, we have the Botanist Mask, which is going to make us 5% extra potions, and this has to be the modified Botanist Mask. You need to get the Botanist Mask and then the Botanist Mask add-on, then create the modified Botanist Mask, but this will give us 5% extra chance of making extra potions, which again will be extra profit. And then the Breach of the God basically makes the portable well activate more, roughly to the point where the portable well is going to be 20% of the potions it's going to create more of, and then with a 5% on top, we're roughly aiming for about 25% extra potions made just from using these three items together. Also, the Scroll of Efficiency is what's going to be saving our Herblore secondaries, which with potions like this and when secondaries are so much more expensive, really does bring you in a decent amount extra profit, because every time you save a secondary, it's going to be sort of 40 to 50k. And once you do 1,000 potions, you're going to save 100 of that secondary. It doesn't take long for those kind of secondaries to be saved to rack up a lot of profit from it as well. So what I'm going to go and do is, just for our sample size, go and make these potions on World 84. We'll come back, we'll look at the profit, and then we'll wrap the video up for you guys, just to show you guys just how good these methods are. Okay, so that didn't take too long, and as you can see, we have saved a decent chunk of secondaries, 14 of each. So 14 of each is actually pretty decent. So if I just quickly go and work out how much we paid for both of these, so we can work out like margins and stuff. So for the aggression potions, we're roughly going to want to be about 6 mil. Because that's going to be 950k in potions, and then 5-ish from that. And then for the Saradomin brews, 3.7 and 653. So if we go let's go 4.4 mil for that one. So let's see what we've done in terms of cash. Now, I'm going to be a little bit cheeky with the Saradomin brew. I know that I can sell these for mid-price. So with the Saradomin brew, I'm going to be a little bit cheeky with this one, because I know it's very low volume at the minute. So I'm going to try and sell it for a higher price. But if we work off the actual mid-price on the Grand Exchange, that's going to be 4.5 mil for the brews. And then on top of that, you're going to get 500k on the Saradomin wine as well. So that's going to come in with 5 mil for those two. So that's actually going to give us a profit of 600k from 100 potions. And roughly, I'd say, like, without having to be absolutely try hard, you can do quite comfortably over 2,000 potions per hour. So that can be about 12-ish mil. Very, very good profit there. And what I'll probably do as well is just try and see if these sell for something like 55,000 coins. And again, this is when you spot low volume. You need to try and put it onto the Grand Exchange for slightly higher and see where you go from that. So the mid-price for the aggression potion, we're looking for 6 mil in terms of profit. 6.4 mil just for the aggression potions themselves. And then for the Syrian Ashes, you're going to be looking at another 700k. That's going to be a price of roughly just about 7.2 mil. So we've actually made 1.2 mil profit from those aggression potions. Now, what I would say is that the aggression potions got very lucky on the portable well. We procced 20 times out of 100, whereas we only did 9 for the Super Saradomin brew. Obviously, the bigger sort of sample size you'll do, the more it kind of evens out and the more sort of time you've got to make profit. But yeah, that is going to be some very, very good Herblore XP and profit at the same time as well. These two methods, yes, they're going to make you a lot of profit, but they're also going to be some really good Herblore XP as well. I'm going to put these in to sell slowly over time, because again, that's how you're going to make the most money for your Herblore potions, is to find the margin, put them on a Grand Exchange, and then sort of go and do something in the meantime, and then they will sell over time. I will always put in the comments that they do sell, or in the description as well. Sometimes I forget it, but I'm making more of an effort to make sure to let you guys know that these methods work. Now, The brews we know will work because we've already instant sold for that kind of price. The aggression potions, I'm sure we'll go after like 20-30 minutes. It's so annoying that like as soon as I finish recording the video, literally 20 to 30 minutes is when they sort of start to sell. But the Super Sara brews are going to be roughly about 500 Herblore XP per hour, which is really, really good. And then the aggression potions at level 82 Herblore is going to pull in 462,000 XP per hour. So really, considering like the aggression potions are level 82, the Super Sara brews are 93, you're only really getting like an extra 40k an hour from doing the Super Sara brews. Aggression potions really are such a solid idea and solid way to go and do the potions, especially when you consider like Sara brews, so much less XP for just one level less as well. So yeah, gonna wrap the video up there. Again, these Herblore videos, I hope they're helping you guys out. I'm making so much money on 7-day bond just by working through different potions. And I really hope you guys do this as well and make some money in the long run as well. But thank you guys so much for watching. Really hope you've enjoyed. I'll drop a comment about the Super Sara brews and if they do sell as well. And hope it's really helped. But thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And I'll see you guys very soon in the next video.